Yeah, come on in. Yeah. So I wanted to ask a couple of people in the audience. I'm trying to see if somebody will jump on.
Oh, send the wrong thing.
Yeah. Hello there. So Jamil,
Hmm.
when someone comes back into your life needing you, what do you call that? Do you call that love or do you call that convenience?
Convenience. I think it's more convenience than anything. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I think more if people are more truthful in situations like that, I think maybe I mean, the other person may or may not get hurt because they know what's happening. But a lot of times, people when they do come and they need your help in their convenience, they're very deceiving, which is a you know what I mean, very not so nice thing.
Mhm. There's times, women, we're taught man doesn't feel then he'll need it. I just wanted that just a little bit, like the difference between I want you and I need you. Because there's a big difference. Because like with needing, it comes from like lack,
Mhm.
dependency, brokenness. And see, if I want you, that means I want the whole you.
Yes.
I want, even the choices that you make, like I want all of you. And so I don't need a man, I want one. So let's talk about the need and the want coming from a male's perspective.
Yeah, the thing is, with me as a male, I feel like respect is more than anything. Respect me more than you love me. I've always said that, and I say that to anyone that I deal with. Respect me more than you love me. Not saying don't love me, but of course love me. But respect me, and I think that's where the need comes in. Whereas
Mhm.
like if you need me, you're gonna respect me based on that need, and that's where the confusion comes in. Because hey, you may need groceries, you may need your phone bill paid, but
Mhm.
that don't mean you need me in your heart. You may have somebody else that you need for that, but you just need me for these particular things. Now, wanting you, like as we grow and become more mature, needing is one thing. I need oxygen. I can't breathe without it. So yes, somebody may need you for something that they can't breathe without because you're providing that. But that doesn't mean they want you. It's kind of like if somebody loves you but they don't like you. It's two different things. You rather
Mhm.
them like you and love you, but if somebody loves you, they love you, yes, but they don't like who you are as an individual. So now it's like, okay, if somebody wants you, that means they want, like as you said, who you are as an individual, who you are, like what do you are, who you are, what defines you. I love that. I don't love the need of what you can provide for me. And there's a big difference. And we need to understand that as a society, as human beings, why people come into our lives. Because most of the times, people do come into your life because they need something, not because they just want you as who you are as an individual. And once you meet somebody that loves you for who you are, I think life becomes a lot better because then there's no hidden spaces or hidden lies that you have to discover later on in life that's going to destroy you or make you feel some type of way. So it's like, yes, now it's like before it was the need wanted because I thought that came with respect. But now I understand the want in me comes with respect because you want me as an individual and you respect me as Jamil Tafari Huie.
Mhm. So why do you think people go back to the same person that broke them?
You're familiar things bring want. Like you remember how this person treated you, your body remembers them, your mind remembers them, everything about your receptors remembers who this person is. And a lot of times we go back because we feel like, hey, it's gonna be better. Or hey, because this person knows who I am, they know how to touch me, they know how to talk to me, they know how to do certain things. Yes. So now it's like the memory of them. Now you're building new memories on about that person that you're basically lying to yourself. Because remember, you was with them for a reason and then you left for a reason. Not saying relationships don't come back and becomes greater because people learn and they understand who they are, but for the majority of the times, yes, for the majority of the times, people that do end up back together end up leaving in a worse way because now it's like it's added memory of hurt and trauma. Because remember, there was trauma there before. So now it's like you're developing into this like new relationship that had this foundation of trauma, of hurt, of pain. Yes, in the beginning, storybook beginnings, you know, you're having fun, you're laughing, you're smiling. But once those old wounds start coming back up, because remember, they're bruised, they're not completely healed, and they reopen. It's like cancer, like we spoke before. Cancer may go into remission, but once it comes back with vengeance to destroy you. That's the same thing with old relationships. Again, we're not saying all of this happens to all people that's rekindling, but it happens a lot of times. Understand that that pain is going to be worse because you're opening old wounds that have not healed yet. If you haven't healed yet as an individual and you decide to say, you know what, you got a cut on your arm, then you go and stab that cut again, it's going to bleed a lot more than it did before. And the same thing with your relationships. You're going to keep bleeding and you're going to bleed even worse than you bled before because you did not heal your wounds. And the other person definitely ain't healed yet because they bring you the same drama, the same toxic behavior, the same thing. So understand that, yes, sometimes it's better to just move on, which is hard because maybe you haven't changed as an individual. You have to change in order to have change. So you can't continue doing the same thing every day. If you ain't working out today, guess what? Tomorrow you're not going to be healthier. You know what I mean? Consistent change, consistent development. Be something else, be something better.
Have you ever tried to save someone and called it love?
Of course, with sunshine, I've done it several times,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
like, you know, that's a part of it. You know, your ego, I guess you can say, your ego tends to hold on to you. And then it's like, you know what? I'm gonna help this person. I'm the knight today. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the princess. I'm gonna save her and we're gonna run off into the sunset. And then next thing you know, it bites you in the butt because that person is not very truthful or they're not being real. They're definitely deceiving. They just want something from you. You thinking you're the knight, you're gonna save this person, and then you end up getting hurt. So yes, it happened to me several times.
Mm. So is it harder to lose someone you never had or someone you finally got?
I think the somebody it's harder to lose somebody that you had before. Somebody
Mhm.
that you finally got, it's not that hard because it's new memory, and new memory is very easy to forget. You know, so it's not saying you forget the person or they don't leave a lasting impression. Yes, there's some amazing people here that in this world that leaves lasting impressions to you. But
Mhm.
somebody old, like I said before, is familiar. It's like, wow, like we had this amazing relationship when we was younger. It's just things kind of happened as we got older and just messed it up. So now you have rekindled something, an old memory. Now this old memory is now growing into your brain, your receptors, your mind, your body. Because remember, your body remembers. People don't. Your body, your mind, and your heart remembers things. You know what I mean? You remember things, also your body, how you feel. When the person touches you a certain way, you move a certain way. Like, oh, this person knows me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, that's going to hurt a lot more than somebody new because they don't really know you like that. And the old person knows you a lot and they're going to open up some old things and add some new things to it. And next thing you know, boom, heartbreak's coming. And now you're falling off a cliff.
Mm. Before Sunshine re entered your life, you were in a season of discipline, focused, and you were rebuilding or building. You were at a point of isolation. So, what did that version of you look like?
It was awkward at first. You can say my social life was awkward. I didn't have a social life at all. So when I did socialize with people, it's kind of like I didn't want to talk to people much, you know, because like they wasn't really talking about the things I wanted to talk about like growth and how we going to build this wealth, how I'm going to build this. At that point in my life, I was building as well as rebuilding because I just got out of, I well, not just, but years ago, I got out of something and I decided that I wanted to go on this journey of building Jamil to what I always wanted to be. So it's like isolation was the key for me in the time. And now I understand that isolation does not help all the time, but you know, what I mean, it's going to get you to focus and do what you need to do. So it was a point of me being so focused that I ignored the world and I ignored myself. I only focused on work, 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 around the clock, around the clock, around the clock. I come home, pit stop, I go to work. Work was life, home was pit stop. And that's basically what it was. So outside world didn't really mean much to me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Which again, I said it made my life a little awkward socially because I didn't know how to talk to people properly. You know what I mean? I was just stuck in my ego or whoever I was or whoever I was deciding to become. And that allowed me and dictated everything for me going forward. And that kind of messed up my relationship with others as well.
Mm. You said you were honest with her, but she
Yes.
wasn't fully honest with you. Did you feel that early on and you just ignored it, or did it reveal itself like later on in the relationship?
It was showed in the beginning because you know people have habits. So it's like kind of like okay, they don't answer the phone, or they're completely not contacting you, or you know what I mean, you hang out, but then there's like a set schedule or something like that, and then the person disappears into the sunset. Next thing you know, they hit you up in the morning like, "Oh, what the hell's going? What happened? Oh, such and such." But the reason why you bite those stories is because again, you're holding on to a potential. So it's like at that point, I'm holding on to the potential of this thing becoming a magical relationship, or this thing becoming how I pictured it to become, because I thought this person wanted what I wanted. So yes, you're gonna ignore the red flags of life, because people are gonna show you who they are a million times over, and you're gonna either take the story what they tell you, and you're like, you know what, this person said A, B, C. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take that for what it is. But you know what though? D and F, yeah, that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally telling yourself some stuff that is like it's not even happened, it's not even there, and then it's like you believe the story because you keep telling yourself the story over and over, and that's why it's so easy to deceive yourself. You're deceiving yourself basically. You know what I mean? So it's like look at the truth, understand the truth, ask questions, and believe what you see. Believe your gut. Your gut always tells you the truth. You know what I mean? I know at times we do want these amazing relationships and we do want these things to work out for us, but sometimes it just doesn't, and this may not be the person for you. Understand that if you look within yourself and you work on yourself, that that person or that relationship that you're looking for is there for you. It's just that you got to be a little bit patient and understand that yes, delivery will come. It's just that you have to believe in it and understand that it's there.
Mm. When you finally came to her and you were ready to commit, you were ready to build and you were ready to move forward, she said no. So, what did that
Yeah.
moment do to you?
That moment was tough. It brought me under. It was a shock to my ego, because
Hmm.
again, at the point I was dating two people, and yes, I'm a man, and I'm living, and I'm popping bottles, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, yeah, I'm gonna settle down with the person that I want to be with. We're gonna make life. We're gonna build this sustainable, beautiful life that we always dreamed of. And then when the person said no, it's like they just pulled the floor from underneath me, and I just basically fell all the way under. And it's like a lot of times when we going through stuff, I don't know if you know what I mean, when you go through those conversations, it's like your body and your system just freeze in the moment. It's like we're sitting there standing across from each other, and I'm like frozen in time, like, yo, like, what do you mean?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So the walk away from that day was like, what the hell just happened? Like I don't know what happened, because it's like again, I was living on this story of yes, this is it. Yes, this is the person I'm going to be with. Yes, we're going to build this world together. But guess what? God, the universe said no. This is not it. You gotta become something else, because I held on to something in the past, not understanding that we both evolved into two different beings. And again, as we was going through it and as I'm thinking about conversations and stuff like that, two different mind frames, two different people that's going in two different directions. You know what I mean? Yes,
Hmm.
in the beginning when we first was together, it was magic in the air. We was in love with being in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then
Hmm.
life happened, decisions was made, things happened that broke us apart, and we got to understand sometimes you got to walk away from these things.
Mm. So, would you rather have a peaceful love or an intense love?
Ooh, that's a good one. Peaceful love or intense love? Can we pick a combination of the two, or I gotta pick one? If I have to pick one, gun to my head, gotta pick one.
No, I mean it's you. I mean you just answered the
Okay,
question. Yeah.
okay. If I said okay, answering how I am now, I want both peace and I want intense. Because me personally, when I love with intense. I love with peace and intensity. So it's like I'm gonna love you with all of me, but I want a peaceful life as well. I want to be peace with you. I want us to build together, to make decisions together, to build an amazing foundation where it's like we are in love and we're making things happen. You understand? Not every day is gonna be perfect, of course not. You know what I mean? But it's like we have a foundation that's gonna we're gonna stand on. You know what I'm saying? A foundation we're going to stand on. Yes, I love you with intensity, but I also love you with peace, because you're the peace that I long for. If that makes sense. I'm coming home to peace. I don't want chaos. You know what I'm saying? I want to come
Yeah.
home to somebody that's peaceful and we're doing this and we're doing that. Not fighting or arguing every day, but there's intensity in our lovemaking. intensity in how we look at each other, how we make this world that we live in, just I don't know, just in a capsule of just I don't know, undeniable love. You know what I mean? But if a gun was to my head, I would pick intensity. Yes, because I like to be loved with a want, like a certain want that only somebody that loves you that deeply. You know what I mean? So when somebody loves you deeply, it's like you can feel the intensity in their heart and their soul, how they look at you, how they talk to you, how they love you. Like you can feel that. Like, you know, I'm not saying you can't feel the peace, but I feel like when you love with intensity, it's like somebody knows and they feel that because that's how I love. I love with intensity in my heart and my soul because I want this person to understand, yes, I love you. Yes, I want the best for you. I want you to live the life that you always wanted to live. And I'm going to do the best I can to make that happen. So, yes, that's my answer. Double coin.
So peaceful love and intense love, huh?
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You
Guys,
want what you want.
guys, we just wanted to hop on TikTok just for a few minutes just to converse with you guys and conversate with you. Jamil, tell them, before we get ready to go, just tell them a little bit about your book.
Concept of love, the science of love. It's going over the history of love of humanity. Basically from the beginning of love, since we use the word up until now. Like as the history of love goes, it's going to tell you how your hormones are affect you, how our traditions and our religion affect us spiritually, how does love affect us, and what are all these components of love, and that love is not just defined in one way of, hey, it's a relationship. Hey, it's a relationship between your family members or your spouse or whoever. It's a relationship with the entire world, the universe. How we interact, what we have been doing throughout humanity from the beginning of time until now, what has been going on with us, and why is this word, this one word, love, is so intense? It's the most, I guess, intense word in humanity in the language because love is so many different things and so many things. And it's also about my love stories as well. Because as I wrote the book and I came to these conclusions and did my research and walked through it, I also figured out that, hey, I was experiencing certain things and why I was experiencing it. So it connects all the research to my story as well. So you can understand, like, okay, I didn't go through all my love life, but I went through certain parts of it that I think make sense. You know what I mean? And it will kind of give you a understanding of yourself as well, because that's the point of writing this whole book. Understanding yourself and what you will experience as you're going, or if you have already experienced with love. And I hope that it guides you and give you something you can hold on when you're going through troubled times.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in and conversating with us. We'll see you on the next episode. See you later, Jamil.
All right, thank you.
Bye, guys.